Howdy, 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 how? I did less howdies this time. Shame. Too bad. Sucks to suck. Noob. Yeah, so here's chapter 6 of the Byakuya story. This is probably one of my least favorites. It's like, okay, I said that about everyone, but this time, this is my least favorite, okay? Because this is the most soul-crushingly, heartbreakingly, I can't think of anything that I can end with Lee, chapter in human history. You'll see when I get to it, but oh my god, I cried. I'm not even joking. I cried. I didn't just cry once. I cried like at least 5 times. Every single time I read this chapter, I shed a tear. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. I get so emotional from this chapter, which you may be thinking, how can I get emotional when there's Monokuma lying on a bed? With candles and hearts in his eyes and sweating profusely and blushing like crazy, with his hand on his hip and with his hand doing that weird, like, check it. I don't know, that's what I call it. We'll analyze the photo afterwards, but this is the saddest thing you'll see in human history. I'm not even joking. It makes me cry every time. Oh, God. God, I sound like a sheep for a second. Pumpkin spice, because those candles are pumpkin spice scented. After reading the note from last chapter, after reading the note and scrunching it up and throwing it into the trash can beside his bed, which is now full of notes from Monokuma, Byakuya looks back up at the cameras and says, see? Trash can full of notes from Monokuma? See? I make sense. I bet he wants to have sex with me. Is that what you want? If I do it, will you shut up? And that, my friends, is music to my ears. There's me sitting in my bed writing the story out, and this person sends this, and I'm like, is it getting hot in here? Monokuma, you gonna get lucky tonight. This is gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a good one. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Monokuma, almost falling out of his chair, immediately presses the intercom camera and says, oh my god, this feels like a trap, but there's not enough blood in my head. Well, at least one of them, for me to think rationally, so hell yeah. Literally my reaction. I was like, this is gonna go wrong, but yes. Give it to me. You know, that's normal, right? Byakuya walks to Monokuma's office and doesn't see him there. You see, Byakuya's walking to Monokuma's office. Things are going good. We're loving it. Just like McDonald's. This is the second time I said that. I'm here. Huh? Guess what? Another note was left on the door. Whoa. Mind blown. The note said, hey, Byakuya, I'm not planning to get my office dirty, so please make your way back to your dorm again. Sorry for the trouble, but it's okay. I set the mood. I hope you like pumpkin spice candles. Byakuya, angry with the fact that he had to travel here just to be turned back around, but he did it anyway. He walked in to Monokuma lying on the bed horizontally with one hand on his hip and one leg in the air. He then cringily winks and says, welcome. Indeed, welcome to your humble abode, which is no longer humble. In fact, it's an abode that could be described with a word beginning with H, and it's not humble. Apparently, people didn't get the joke. Byakuya did, so I don't understand why you didn't. The word is the word is horny. Because it begins with H. Horny abode doesn't make any sense. Don't question it, okay? People say humble abode, so I was like, oh, horny abode. It was the cringiest joke I could come up with. It's kind of the whole point, you know? Byakuya understood the joke, but he chose to ignore it. Emoji. Yeah, well, whatever. You can tell it's been a while. Look. Believe it or not, this isn't my forte. Despite sex being like 70% of my dialogue at this point, you love the self-awareness, you know? When you make a terrible writing decision, make the character self-aware about it, and then it seems intentional. Top tip there. Totally not, like, saying this because of my stupid writing. Just like the big purple man, it's quite inevitable. Thanos reference. Thanos. I'm not into normal sex. Oh, I just love reading this story because it reminds me of all the feelings I felt when I was writing it live. I was shocked. This was shocking. Who says that? Who just blurts out of nowhere? Someone makes a Thanos joke and the next thing you decide to say is, I'm not into normal sex. Okay. We love that for you. Slay, sister. Byakuya pulls out a book and starts to read. We're just getting weirder here. That emoji is me. That's all of us right now. Monokuma wasn't confused in the fact that Byakuya isn't into normal sex because that's exactly the words he wanted to hear, but more on the fact that he's reading so casually after saying that, and secondly, who just blurts that out? I mean, guess talking about Thanos is eternal, but still, if you can't figure out what I mean, you might as well leave. I'm very kinky. Ooh, kinky. What kinks are we talking about? I bet I can guess a few. Oh gosh, this story gets me every time. Go off, queen. We support and respect you. Yes, good for you. Slay. I'm sure Monokuma could tell you the same thing. I'm sure I wouldn't just blurt it out of nowhere, but hey-ho. Ow, cool. Monokuma is a bit too excited to really care or know what's happening around him. He just looks down and starts to unzip his hoodie and unbutton his shirt, while Byakuya chuckles and smirks. He pushes Monokuma out before he could even tell what was happening. Monokuma is outside the door with Byakuya on the other side, with the door open just a tiny bit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Do you understand why this is the saddest chapter in human history? Do you not understand this yet? Do you not understand it? Okay. Monokuma was a bit. It started with Byakuya. He said we're gonna have sex, and then he pushes Monokuma out, and then they don't get to have sex. It's not like I want to write about them having sex. It's just the fact that you don't understand. When I wrote this story, I was so invested in it. I was practically in it, okay? I was practically Monokuma in this story, okay? If you haven't noticed by now, at kind of a deep, dark secret, everything I've written is my idolized self. Everything in this is I poured me, every drop, every inch of me into this story. I made it all about me, okay? And then Byakuya crushes my dreams, crushes every single dream, and it's not like it's real, but it felt so real at the time. At the time, I was sitting there, I was like, oh my God. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to my life. And I know this is so sad to listen to. It's so sad. And I don't mean sad because I got led on. No, sad that this is what my life has come to. But I don't care, okay? You don't understand. You don't understand. You'll never understand the pain I've been through in this moment of time. He just likes to see Monokuma in pain. And that's probably the kinks he's talking about. But still, bro, why would you do such a thing? The poor child, Monokuma, led to believe he was getting the banging of his life, gets pushed out. I swear to God, I cried so many tears. I cried hard, I sobbed, I was ugly crying for a while because I was so happy, and because of that happened, I literally ended that. I was like, you know what I said to the person who wrote it with me? I'm going to bed now. Goodbye. Because I was so heartbroken, because I was so invested. I was there. It was me right there in that room, unbuttoning my tie and my shirt, and then Byakuya just pushes me out, and I'm like, oh God, it's horrible, okay? I'm not being dramatic. It's true. It's so bad. Okay? Bye, go back to your office. Now let's pay our respects to Monokuma because he was led to believe he was going to get the banging of his life, and he just got kicked out. Evan the Jack, y'all. I'm writing it here, like, all, sarcastically, because you're not gonna understand the fact that I'm actually heartbroken about this. Monokuma is broken. I am broken. What? No, Byakuya, open the door. No! I spent $20 on those candles, and plus I promised my mom this will be one to write home about. See? You see the, wow, no, Byakuya, open the door, no. That was my real reaction. That was literally what I was like. I was screaming that into my phone. I was like, this is horrible. But then I, because because Monokuma and I am such comedians, I'm like, let's just make a joke about the candles, irony, okay, plot twists, okay, it's anticlimactic. That is the sense of humor I'm on about. Anticlimactic, ironic, plot twists. Those things embedded into situations to seem like they were like scripted, but they are like, they're scripted, but they seemed like they just happened, that sort of thing. You, like, the first half, you're led to believe that Monokuma is sad because he wants to have sex with Byakuya, but then he makes it out to seem like it's the candles that would the actual issue, you see? And then he made a mom joke, because I make a load of those, because I think mom is funny, probably saying that because I don't have one. Every chapter, my life just gets sadder and sadder. It really does. Monokuma gave up and went to his office and cried for a while. Literally me. After savagely being rejected, all the while Byakuya smirking a stupid little face off and goes to sleep. At this moment, I hated and loved Byakuya more than ever before, It really just made things so much worse. Yeah. In the morning, a package was dropped off at his dorm. Huh? Byakuya opened the package. Inside, he saw 2 bottles of fine wine and a post-it note. Let me warn you here. I went a bit insane with this part. It's so true. You don't understand. This is like one of the most graphic parts of the story, and trust me, it gets really graphic. This isn't the most graphic, but this is like the graphicest for its time in this, okay? Because like I said, I was led on so harshly that my brain was just like, I need Byakuya, and it was like that so strongly that I lost total control and just said the stupidest, most regrettable things I've ever said. And then I ended up sending it to all of my friends, and then they all listened to it, and it's not like anyone's gonna like trace this back to me, right? I can say anything I want on YouTube and no one's gonna trace it back to me. No one's even watched any of the videos. I have no views, so what am I afraid of? Nothing. Okay? I don't care if I'm exposing my deepest, darkest secrets on here, because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Absolutely fuck all. Okay? So, yes, I went out and wrote a very detailed list about some private stuff on here, which is why I have to make a warning. On this story, just clicking on it is already warning you enough, and the fact that I have to warn you again, that shows how crazy it is, okay? Please forgive me for this. I'm too kind to censor anything, so please be wary. These words are not for the faint of heart. Written on it is, hey, here's 2 bottles of wine. I perform best after getting drunk, as I'm sure you can imagine. But first, I must have a go at you, because you can't just go around getting people's hopes up for something like that, and then just shutting them down last minute. You crushed my dreams. I had to go back to my dorm. I was in shambles. And I swear to God, I will not be playing a game of charades to figure out where your kinks are. And you're not special. We all have kinks, If I come clean about mine, will it make you want to fuck me? Too late. I'm already writing them down. I have no shame. Now, usually I'm a power bottom, but at this point, I'm too desperate to have any kind of preference. When I'm horny and drunk, I find almost anything hot. In the wrong circumstances, it can be a bit of a situation. So, now, you already know about my pain kink, but you don't know about my degrading kink. You're to blame for that one.
Now, will you fuck me, or do we have to play Guess Who to figure it out? P.S. Don't worry about the wine. As long as we both give consent beforehand, it's perfectly legal. Sincerely, from the guy who wants you to kindly suck my dick.
Yeah, so that's ooh, shit, that's actually more. I thought that was the end of the chapter. Wow, lucky you. After reading, oh wait, this is the beginning of the chapter, pretty much. Is it? No. We're at the end. Ish. After reading, somehow Byakuya didn't die of secondhand embarrassment and instead decided to pour a cup of wine. So casual. I think he's just immune to it now. Or maybe he's just choosing to ignore it. Because, damn, if I received that text, I think I would block the person. So I was surprised I didn't get blocked. Whew, yawning. Right. You know, I should contact the person who wrote the story with me again on video and post it. Because that's a great thing to do. After reading I already read that. Finally, I have something to make me forget about him. Aw, so cute. He wants to forget about me. Monokuma popped his head through the door and walks in like he owns the place. I guess technically he does.
Whoa there, jabroni. Ding dong, bing bong, not so fast. If you know anything about math and division, you'd know that there is 2 bottles of wine, meaning 1 for you and 1 for me. So don't go drinking it all without me. Before you go and say, oh, why are you here? I'll answer that for you, because I'm good like that. Now I'm here to get drunk and have a little guys' night. I bet that's not what you expected.
Yeah, I felt really bad about sending that terrible message that I just wanted to, you know, atone for my sins by just having a little guys' night, not including sex. You see, this is the weird thing that works with byakuya. If you are like fuck me, as I was doing before, he'll get really like, no way, I'm not doing that. But then when you say, oh, let's just have a fun little guys' night, he's like, you know what, let's fuck. Which is obviously not a spoiler or anything. Oh, you'll just have to wait and see, won't you? Fine, I'm too tired to care. Byakuya took his jacket off and hung it up. His glasses were off and his hair was a slight bit messy. Oh, bet Monokuma is loving that. Code word for, oh, I love that, you know?
Oh, great. I knew you'd be happy too. So, anything happened recently? Lovely weather we're having. Nice and mild.
This just in, Monokuma is bad at small talk. True, I suck at small talk. Can I get drunk without your presence by any chance?
No, sorry, Bob. That's not an option, bitchy rich.
Oh, love that line. I love that line. I'm screenshotting it, yes.
I'm not leaving no matter what. And you can't stop me.
Ugh, God. Maybe if I drink enough, I can forget about your existence. After being drunk... What? Even being drunk, Byakuya must still insult someone. Those are the exact words that was said by the person who I wrote the story with. And when that was said, I kind of like clocked in my brain that this person who's being Byakuya, because the person, her name, I forgot, you know, but she, oh yeah, she was a big simp for Byakuya. And she, you know, it's a bit of a weird one. And obviously, I'm not here saying, I have no right to say anyone's weird, because, but you know. So, she kind of had a little thing, for Byakuya. And much to, my, I don't know, I'm trying to sound fancy, but I can't really make anything sound fancy, so basically she had a bit of a degrading kink, from my observation, not like I asked or knew or anything like that, because she was like really into Byakuya, and she like kind of, the way she writes Byakuya is like as a really mean guy, and if she's attracted to that, then that just means she's really attracted to a really mean guy, and she's like making him much meaner than he really is. you know? So if he really is that mean, then obviously put 2 and 2 together, you'll figure out that she likes a mean like the Grinch, you know? So that's her thing. She likes that, and that's cool. I'm not saying that's bad, because did you not read my whole spiel? So yeah, it's fine. But what I'm saying is, like, she kind of just wrote Byakuya as being really mean, because I'm kind of just like basing it off as canon Byakuya, and then Byakuya's being really mean to me, and it's like, oh, he must hate me. But no, she just makes him mean to everyone. So it's like, you know, when he's drunk, he still must insult someone, not just like he hates Monokuma so much that even when he's drunk he hates Monokuma. No, he's just gonna be mean no matter what, you know?
Meh. On most occasions, I'd be mad or come up with a witty remark, but I just can't get over how cute you look.
Here's where guys' night goes sexual. I didn't ask for it. Well, technically I did before, but I didn't actually ask for it this time. It was a guys' night, okay? I never said guys' night went sexual. He said it, though. Ugh, let's just get this over with. Alright, tsundere, no one told you to do this. We're having a guys' night, and my guy is like, you know what? Because you're begging me. Seriously, bro, I hate that. But I love that, you know? You know, I'm not gonna stop saying that, there's no way. Byakuya begins to unbutton his shirt and leans towards Monokuma. Sorry, when I can't read this with a straight face without going all, which is a fault of mine. Most of the time when I read people, I don't read people. When I listen to people read stories like this, they say with a straight face, and it's like... Sorry, my nose is making strange sounds. Jack unzipped his trousers to reveal his boxers, which then were taken off to reveal his 12-inch thong, which was then placed inside Jane's. I don't know. You know? But I couldn't do that, especially when Byakuya and Monokuma are the ones. It's just like, oh, that's my problem. I can't do it unless I'm getting paid. And even if I'm getting paid, I just don't think I could do it. Anyway, you're going to have to put up with my voice, you know? What would you call that voice? I don't know. Who knows? Byakuya begins to unbutton his shirt and leans towards Monokuma as they're still both sitting on the floor of Byakuya's dorm. Byakuya deeply kisses Monokuma without even knowing what he was doing.
Ooh, I think I've just had a heart attack.
Literally me right now. Monokuma is having a good day.
Shut up already. I won't let you do it again.
Byakuya then kisses Monokuma again, but uses his tongue this time because we're not cringing enough already. Oh, Monokuma is offended that anyone would find this cringy. He thinks it's a beautiful moment of passion and love. You know by now that everything I'm saying here, the narrator is everyone else. And then the Monokuma is me. That's just how this is. Byakuya is Byakuya. The narrator is everyone else. And Monokuma is me. Whereas the narrator is supposed to be me, but no. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's Monokuma. I kind of merge them together.
Yes. Do you think you could pass me a pillow for my lap?
I know you have a boner. Great times. I forgot the words. I love this. I'm gonna read this every single day. Byakuya grabs Monokuma's dick and strokes it while kissing him.
Ooh, gosh, that is so hot. I'm totally gonna post about this on Twitter. Hey, wait a minute, Byakuya. You're acting like this isn't your first time.
Shut up.
Well, Byakuya, what are you gonna do if I don't, huh?
Is that so? Oh. Byakuya puts Monokuma's below average. Oh, hey, below average, alright. Alright. Keep your opinions to yourself. Sighs the dick into his mouth and sucks it for not long at all. Monokuma comes very fast, actually. Well, I mean, gosh. I mean, it's better than some people. God. Well, it's not my fault. Maybe Byakuya shouldn't be so good at it. How about that? Ugh.
too easy. Ah! This is the greatest day of my life. And hey! You know you can't say that. I'm the boss around here. Besides, it was your fault. All of that false excitement last time set me up for a quick finish today. But I don't have the right to say anything. That felt so good. Leave. What? Not even a good night kiss? Byakuya pushes Monokuma out of his dorm once again and falls asleep. Monokuma leaves as well, tipsy and heavily satisfied. Also kind of grumpy about being kicked out so suddenly. He goes back to his office and drinks a butt ton more wine and then falls asleep. It started off as the saddest chapter ever, ending off as the happiest chapter ever. Yes, justice for Monokuma. Yes. Also, you'll notice that in the story, Monokuma's outfit changes. Sometimes he wears jeans and trainers, sometimes he wears shorts and stockings. It just changes, okay? It changes constantly, but his shirt and hoodie always stays the same, except a few minor, details that change every so often. But, God. Oh, golly. Oh, jeepers. Oh, willikers. Oh, everything. You don't understand. Oh, the sound effects I'm making don't even accurately sum up the extent of what I feel when I read this chapter every time. I have now been doing this for an hour long, but it's so worth it. You don't even understand. You just don't get it. I know I've been here for too long, but God, that was good. You have to admit that was so good. Oh God, that was so good. There's something wrong with me. I have a midlife crisis, existential crisis, mental breakdown every single time I read a chapter, and it just gets worse every single time. Every single time I end up slamming my head on my desk and crying about how my life is so sad and meaningless. But that's what we love. Slay. 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 You know, if someone listened to this, they would be fully convinced I'm high. They would be so convinced I'm high. Apparently, all, at least drunk as hell. Oh, it ended. Now we're just gonna sit here in silence. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's a FNAF song. Yeah, that's like me, isn't it? What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not on any substances of any sort at all because I'm underaged. Shocking. If you couldn't tell from my high-pitched anime voice. I'm 2 years old. But, I am not high or on any substance. The only thing I'm high on is high on life. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, you see, there's a thing about me when it comes to late time, when it's nighttime and it's really late, I lose my self-control. And I tried researching about it online, but it didn't give me too many answers. Basically, the conclusion I came to is, I get really tired, and then I kind of lack consequences of any sort, and then I do stupid stuff because I think, oh yeah, you know what, I'm so bored right now, why don't I spice up my life by doing something I'm going to regret? So then when I'm feeling regret, because the only entertaining emotion is negative ones, so if I feel negative emotions, like regret, then I'll finally be entertained, and I can easily make myself regret stuff by griefing myself, by, reading a stupid story and exposing my search history. It's really bad. Oh my God, why did I even do that? Why did I do that? I don't know. Did you miss it? Last episode, I exposed my search history, and it's not like you'd expect it to be, oh, sunflowers and daisies, roses and puppies and kittens. No. I mean, there's kittens on there, but probably not the type you're expecting. Oh, that was a good joke. You have to agree, that was a good joke. That was oh fuck, shit. I broke a charger. I broke my fucking charger. Oh, why do I always break everything? Why do